Greetings. I would like to share with you some breaking news. I want to talk specifically about morality, professionalism, and how ethical practices are needed no matter what the title is. I'm Dr. Dorena Shine and I welcome you today. I want to talk today about breaking news. A doctor steals parenting rights away from an individual. A young woman's opportunity to have a child was taken away by her OGBYN, who couldn't bill Medicaid to get paid for a surgery performance. So he created an illegal surgery to get paid. Regardless what this young woman had to go through, this unethical practice resulted in a criminal action and a fraudulent claim by a doctor. Today, I would like to provide information to help those who could potentially be taken advantage of if they're not careful. As a morality leader and doctorate in the field of educational learning, my whole goal here is to scale information to a successful outcome. Today, I want to share this video with you, so let's get started.
It seemed like everything in that doctor's office that day was going wrong. And it just didn't settle with me right. So when I told myself, when I went into the private room, I got undressed, of course, and I set a camera up. And I just wanted to make sure that I was getting the best medical advice as possible.
Come in.
Good morning. Sorry you've been waiting. I apologize.
I'm April. Pleased to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you. Can I have a baby? Why?
I don't know. I've been trying for 3 years.
They got to asking me questions.
Have you ever had any surgery?
No.
Been in the hospital or anything?
No. You could tell the conversation he had, he prepped this.
Relax.
Sitting on the bed, and they did a pap smear on me.
Sometimes you can have these little cysts on the ovaries that come and go, but it makes it difficult for you to get pregnant.
And he's like, oh, yeah, Miss Neville, let me just say this. You're talking about trying to have a baby and you're having issues. Basically, there's a surgery I can do to help you get pregnant.
So we're going to help you have a baby.
Thank you.
Yes. We're going to do, I'll do my part.
And I thought to myself, like, that's easy? Is that all it takes? And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, go ahead, go home, keep trying and, have fun and do what you do.
Now, one thing I'm just going to warn you.
He said that the medical insurance won't pay to help me get pregnant. That's kind of what he said.
We're going to write it as if you've had some problem with your periods.
He said that I can help you. I'll do a surgery on you. We'll schedule it. I'll write it down. I'll write it off as a DNC. And
That right there becomes a potential problem when a doctor tells a patient that I can't bill your insurance, but what I can do is perform another type of surgery you don't need. And in performing the surgery you don't need, now this has prevented her from ever being able to have a child. That's just like going into the criminal justice system, pleading guilty on something that you don't know or didn't do. So I want you to really pay attention to the moral ethics behind what this doctor has stated right there. Let's keep going.
you'll be able to get pregnant. And I took it as, okay, well, this man knows what he's doing. So he literally set me up for an appointment to have the surgery done. I waited I probably say about a few months before I went to go seek a second opinion from another doctor. They claimed that I had got a partial hysterectomy. I said, does that mean I can't have kids? She said, well, would you like to hear the good news or the bad news? She said, I can already tell you there's no good news. That's crazy. You put your trust in somebody. And for them to do you like that, it was so hard. It was so hard. She asked me who was my doctor then, and I told her Dr. Perez. And she was just like, I think you should go see the police.
Using women's bodies to line his own pockets. Today's verdict, the justice that many of the patients were waiting for.
We as women, we can't take back what was taken from us. To know that he's not out there, operating on anyone else, that no one else will be a victim. Knowing that little bit helps me sleep at night.
Powerful testimony there. Thursday at 6, we'll dive into people who say they warned hospital officials about what Perez was doing. They say it actually hurt their careers.
Wow. So people have gotten fired by trying to report this doctor to the hospital. And today, what I want to do is get your take on what you just heard and what you just saw. And I also want to talk about morality because this young woman's opportunity to have a child was taken away by a doctor who actually performed a surgery as a partial hysterectomy, which basically says that it lessens the opportunity for a woman to hold and successfully give birth to a child. That was not the doctor's title or process to do because his oath was to do no harm, but he actually did harm. His surgery performance was unethical and it resulted in fraudulent claims to the Medicaid system. This is the reason why so many people are having a hard time with Medicaid because people are taking advantage of things that they don't need to be taken advantage of. So here's question number one. Was it discernment that led this young woman to video the doctor? Because how many times have we gone into the doctor's office and we never had a running video or audio? Like, how does she even know to record this? She must have felt something. It's always a good thing to get second and third opinions before you make a decision to do anything surgically. And number two, was this lady a victim because she trusted her doctor? How many of us have definitely been in that position where we trusted someone more because of their title? I want you to think about when we consult others, we want to share with them that this is important to have an opinion of what the patient feels as well. She was just super happy. April was just extremely happy. The research that she could have done based on what she did after the fact, if she had done it before the fact, she probably would have been in a better position. What do you think? So let's go over some takeaways for this video. Trust yourself first and foremost, even if you're not sure. Don't make a decision. Think about it, meditate over it, talk to people you care and love, and get their opinions as well. Get those people to give you options, okay? And also do your research. You have a whole university of life online called Google or Microsoft or any other app platform. Also, always double check reviews of healthcare professionals. In this world, the reviews mean everything, especially if someone is doing surgical procedures, dental procedures, vision procedures. This is very important because we're all human, we're prone to error. And as a leadership professional in a doctorate level of professionalism, my goal is to expose different types of immoral acts and unethical acts such as these. Again, it's not about perfection, it's about persistence. And always trust your gut and your instinct. So, shout out to April. I pray that you get through this situation. I'm sorry you had to go through such a position where no woman should ever feel useless about not having a baby because someone took her right to have that child away. And with that, I thank you so much for being here. If this has helped you in any way, please hit the like button, share this information, or comment in the comment box below. And if it didn't, come back and see us another time. I'm sure there's going to be something we will have for you. And again, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.